Well, look what we have on the workbench today. It is Cinderella's Animal Friends Castle by Lego Disney. This is set number 43283. Contains 149 pieces. Retails for $29.99. And the set was provided by the Lego Group for the review. Thank you, Lego. And yeah, just by first impressions, looks like we get to build ourselves a one-walled castle with several figures. Obviously, we can tell that's Cinderella. At least that much I know. And yeah, it looks like it's got a lot of bright colors in here. And here's the top. So we got Bruno, Gus, Lucifer, Cinderella, and some unnamed pony. Well, looks like Cinderella's teasing that with the carrot. And here's the back of the box. And yeah, the box came in like this. We're going to get into that when we do the unboxing because I don't know what the condition of this is but we'll take a look. But well, if this is a 4+, I'm assuming all this stuff is printed. And look, we got the Learn to Build too, which is even cool. And yeah, we got lots of accessories and all sorts of stuff. Alright, let's open this up and see the damage. And when I got the set, it was damp, like it was submerged in water. So, yeah, it's kind of crunchy there. So let's hope nothing's damaged in here. And looks like the bag survived. Well, the booklets were packed on the top, so at least that's okay. And yeah, we get that too. I didn't see any mold in there, so at least it's probably just fresh. I had to sit it outside to let it dry out. So we get an 8x16 by 2/3 plate. Looks like we have 3 building guides. Now, I wonder if this, you know what, this might be a 3-in-1 build, or not 3-in-1, but 3 people can build. So I think this would be an easy one to divide up here, which is even better. I also get a 6x16 plate, and it looks like 3 numbered bags. And yeah, I mean, so far it doesn't look all that bad. I think we're going to be in for a really fun treat, especially with the commentary with the saturated box. Okay, so when I got this set, the bottom of the box that it was packed in was just literally saturated, and there was water actually coming out of it. Boy, you want to talk about me kind of getting angry, but it looks like everything here is fine. So, at least the bags are okay. And that's the first time I ever had a package. You can see where, you know, this is just saturated here, well it was. I had to let the set sit outside to let it dry out. But everything here, we're going to be able to do this in one installment. Doesn't look all that bad. So I think 3 people can build this set, which is really cool. So I think we're really going to be in for a treat today. Well, before we begin, I got to cover the disclaimer. These videos are not to be construed as professional product reviews, how-tos, or tutorials. These are just merely my notes for the review and to see if we get damaged sets or not. So this is not Lego's fault. This is the carrier's fault. In addition, thoughts and opinions are mine and mine alone. That's how it is. So whatever I say, it comes from my mind. I'm not being paid to say whatever comes from mine, if that makes any sense. And lastly, this is not my job. This is just a hobby. So these are just for fun. This is just something I do as a little side hustle entertainment type thing. Just something to kill the time. Okay, well, let's begin with bag 1. Let's build it. So it begins. And yeah, when I got the set, it was when I got the lot. I mean, this thing was saturated. And boy, you want to talk about me being kind of ticked off. I was not having it. So I had to sit it out on the patio table to let it dry out. And yeah, I don't expect this to have a brick separator, so I'm not even going to bother looking for it. But we do have the goofy hand thing, so we're going to have to do that. So yeah, this is not Lego's fault. That's just the roll with the punches there. And to get a set that's just literally saturated, that was just kind of disgusted by it. And today is the 12th of, I think, yeah, it's the 12th of May 2026. It's actually a bedside build. I forgot. I had filmed some other sets before this and kind of just, you know, I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh, we got to put a bowl on the back of its tail. Oh, it's My Little Pony. It doesn't even have a name to it. So this is the pony. You heard that song, The Horse with No Name? Yeah, this is the pony with no name too. I mean, we got to have it. We got to have some reference here. Okay, now we're moving on to maybe some portion of the build. And yeah, well, I haven't ordered any parts yet. I kind of forgot all about it. But this is a bedside build, so that's why I kind of sound tired. I thought, okay, I got about an hour. I got done watching some anime and stuff, so I'm going to come down and just finish this up real quick and get it done so I can get it out of the way. So we got poop everywhere. The horse poop. Somebody's been letting turds all over the place. Let's hope the set's not a turd, but we'll find out here. So obviously we get some hay. And these bricks work pretty well for hay. Yeah, really had to clean out my hands. Even after I showered and stuff, I was out there trying to dig up a sprinkler head, and I have to do more than just change the head of a sprinkler. So right now, I think this weekend we're going to be in the mid-80s. So probably in the evening, I'm going to go out there and dig a trench in my backyard and have to repair a sprinkler line. Doesn't that sound fun? More chores. But I gotta get it done. I'm a little stuffed up too, so. But yeah, this set came in really bad condition. I had to sit it outside and let it dry out. But like I have said, though, this is not Lego's fault. This is just, you know, it could happen anytime. Why don't you just have me put two of those in there at one time instead of just doing one page? I'm spending more time thumbing through pages than I have anything else. And wow, basic blue 2x3 slopes. Okay, well now we know that those are available. We can buy those if we want. Yeah, put that on the top there. I have to watch my memory cards because I forgot to change cards over, so I gotta fill this one up here. I've been trying to just pack cards in so tight that I'm just trying to get things done here. Okay. A bucket there. Oh, okay, I see. So we got a little hose tap here. Hey, I was lucky I didn't have to replace my hose tap in my backyard. It was just a little packing nut that was loose. I just tightened it down and it works pretty good. So that saved me some time. And this is what we have remaining here for bag one. And yeah, it looks like we built ourselves maybe a little barn or a stable and a pony. So we haven't gotten to the big part of the build yet. And let's see here. Yeah, so we got a long ways to go here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to bag number 2. And I'm still working on that Pokemon set. I got the stand done for Blastoise. So if you're watching this, probably already have that done by now. But yeah. Oh, I'm glad now I swapped cards when I did. We got some little parts here to deal with. Now these type of sets, 4+, kind of remind me what I had when I was a kid, just not with all the exotic colors. And yeah, we see something printed here. And despite this is just a printed piece, I like that actually. You know what? Yeah, these sets are expensive, but for, what is it, $30? It's a bit pricey here. It's a bit pricey, so it's just to be expected. Okay, wait a minute. Do I have the right booklet here? I'm not even paying attention. It's, like I said, I've just been kind of out of it. This work. So we have, what is it? Bruno and Thug. I can't remember his name now. I gotta find the waterlogged box, which I can't pick up. Let's see here. So we'll take a look at these. So we got Bruno and Gus. So this is, so Bruno is the big one here. The small one is Gus. It'd be nice if they labeled them. Some people are not a fan of the Friends animal figures, but hey, they're good in a pinch. And there's Gus. Wearing a shirt? I mean, let's see if I can get as close as I can. I'm about an inch away from the lens. Yeah, so that's how it is here with those. And then, real quick, we're going to make a cupcake. I mean, you got to give your critters cupcakes, right? Is that how we do it now? We feed them cupcakes? Don't want to give them the pet food. Okay, now we're going to need this big piece here. Is this one printed? Oh, no, it's not. What a shame. Yeah, these are expensive, but I've been told by a few of you guys and gals that's just because these are more, you know, with the bigger pieces, printed parts, and yeah, probably piecing the set together would be about $50, so $30 might be a, you know, if you're getting printed and everything's easy to follow and stuff. This is a multi-build. We'll see here. We haven't looked at the build quality yet, but well, we'll see here. We shall see. Yeah, so I've just been kind of on an anime fix. It's so hot and miserable outside. I don't want to do anything, so I just want to go into Fantasyland and just pretend it's cold somewhere. Maybe I'll have to find an anime that's like in a really cold place, just so I can just relax. I don't know. Yeah, some people are like, oh, don't tell people you watch that stuff. They'll think you're weird. You know, here I don't care, so I can be myself. What did people say, weeb or something like that? I'm not that because I just watch the cartoons. I'm not getting into the whole thing, although the Japanese culture is cool. But yeah, it's just how it is. Okay, so I've taken it's the plain one. And yeah, I mean, we got a bunch of basic parts. You know, the building is very slow for adults. I used to ding hard on these. I don't do it anymore. But yeah, that's a keeper there. I just wish I could, you know, I could make that in brick form. Yeah, I found out why the barbers were so packed. It's because graduation, everybody's graduating now, and I thought, well, I guess I had that a-coming. I've been out of school for so long, I don't even know when graduation day is, so I just kind of forget about it. And, yeah, wiggle that in there. It's not going to go in very well. In fact, I got so many spare pieces now, I've been separating these in their own bin. So yeah, this is if this is what I'm thinking is, I think 3 people can build this. Let's make a good quick group build. I think this is going to be a winner here. Yeah, but the anime stuff, I never thought I'd ever get into it. But oh, we got pink roof vents. Okay, well, now we know. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of it. Just, you know, sometimes you just have to get away from the typical stuff. Oh, wow. What happened? Did the wind blow it shut? I don't know. I just got to figure out how to put those on there. I think this is supposed to be like a stove or something. Oven and range. Of course, if you can always imagine, just pretend what it is. With kitchen equipment number something. The little mixing thing. Alright, I saw something roll over there. So I've just been kind of just relaxing. It's been getting hot and miserable. And it's like going out and getting something to eat. It's too hot to even cook, let alone go and get it. Maybe this is the stove. What the heck is that over there? Is that just a kitchen counter? Because what I'm thinking is this is probably the burner. So we're roasting some blue snapper over the grill. If I can get that on there. Can't get it on there. Yeah, I gotta keep it quiet because everybody's in. Oh, it's got to sit flat. Okay, my bad. Like that. And there's nothing that goes in these, so I think it goes right there. That's exactly where it goes. All we need now is a kitchen sink. And a refrigerator too, but I don't think this one's going to have all that. Well, maybe it's one big giant counter. This is probably the cutting board, and that's the stove, because this right here, we got a frying pan. Compliments of Belleville, or what is that other one? Home something? Homemaker sets. The old ones back way before I was even born. Maybe a little after. Alright, we got some carrots. Whoops. Yeah, but sets like this are a change from putting together the big 1,000-piece models. I sometimes I prefer something simple like this. These are easy to get done and film quick. Got a little pumpkin there. So this is like a little garden. Okay, I get you. Yeah, so tonight I had some popcorn and we watched some anime. We were going to watch The Bone Snatcher, but the magics of YouTube, they had this movie so heavily edited. Like, it was edited. Like, they jumped a bunch of parts out. There was bad words. They just cut parts out of the movie. I just thought, this is unwatchable. I just turned it off. I thought, you know what? Let's watch an anime. Well, my girlfriend doesn't like it too much, but we just kind of sat there and watched one of them, and she was kind of giggling through some of it, so I'm hoping maybe that's a table or something, we don't know. So I'm just hoping maybe she'll like some more of that. Okay, so these are actually the stools. Yeah, I've been working on that little outdoor shower. Got it mostly working today. I know I'm going to test it out, field test it. I'm actually going to take a shower using it and see if it works. Okay, can I even get that in there? There we go, like that, I think. Yeah. So it looks like each bag takes about 10 minutes or so. It's hard to say. Yeah, collect bowls. Those are always nice to have. Okay, so we got a piece that was... maybe, what is that, Cocoa Puffs or something like that? Is that like cereal? We got a block of cheese. So in the mornings, so you can sit by the fire and eat your cheese in the morning, huh? And that's it. You can put your critters inside. But we're not going to do that yet, because what I'm going to do is just run through them real fast when we do the tour. And this is what we have remaining here for bag 2. And we're going to attach this piece here. So see, at the very end, we just attach this stuff, right? And the thing about these multiple builds is that right at the very end, when you can put them together, this is collaborative. So now we can confirm that 2 people can build this set, which is really cool. And so far, yeah, that part's not too exciting, but at least we have a playable interior. And lastly, we got bag number 3. And while I'm unbagging this, I want to thank everyone on my main channel and Patreon for being contributors. It's always a big help because we can see what kind of waterlogged sets we get. And, oh, that's kind of cool. You see, we don't have to put a sticker on that. In addition, if you like my building guides, you want to check them out, or for those who actually downloaded them, thank you finally for supporting me on Rubrickable. It's always a big help. And if you like my demeanor here, or you don't like what I'm doing, or you like what I'm doing, depends on what time of the morning I'm saying this in. Feel free to subscribe. It's free. Drop a comment. All that stuff. So, constructive criticism is welcome. Just keep it constructive and not too many bad words. Nobody wants to hear it. So we need that. But that's a nice part there to have. And then we're going to be putting together Cinderella. Oh boy, I can't wait. And we got that kitten again. Let's see, what's that cat's name? Lucifer. At least I know how to say that name right. This is as close as we're ever going to get to anime, but that's fine. Some people don't like the Friends dolls. I don't know, these just fit better with this. I have been getting requests to do Friends style builds. Because a lot of my tutorials are not really compatible with Friends. I may start doing it just to anger the guys. Yeah, so there we got Cinderella. At least her outfit is printed. Not too bad. And then we have Lucifer. And by the way, the score on this set right now is still at a 10, so that's really good, because nothing's really falling apart. We're just messing with big stuff. Just the guide is a bit too slow. Okay, now it looks like we're turning our attention to a book or maybe accessories. I'm always looking for book parts. Okay, so there's nothing on that, just a blank tiles. It's just yeah, see, they got the gust of wind there. Maybe that's the magic spells or something. Maybe the evil stepsisters are casting spells. And they show her holding the book with Lucifer, so it just goes like that. Like a schoolgirl, right? Not too bad for Cinderella. Okay, now we're going to focus on the main build here. So I'm going to, when I do the tour on this, I'm just going to run through it real quick. I'm not going to spend like hours on it. Got a golden fence. So that's pretty much my goal with this set today, or tonight, or something, is to just get some stuff done. And, you know, because I really want to get into filming this real quick, because I want to get a little bit more into, wow, I don't think I've ever seen this brick in that color. At least I don't see it often, because I want to get back into the Blastoid. And then I got a train set I want to build. Lego sent it to me a while back, and I got to get on the review on it, so I've been slowly doing that here. But, I mean, this one's keeping my interest, which is really good, especially for an adult guy. So, at least I'm not bored of it. It's not boring. It's got some nice colors to it, so everything kind of flows well. So, I'd say that I think this one's going to hopefully nail out as a 10, because we haven't had any scuffed parts yet. The only thing it's missing is the brick separator, but most of the stuff is pretty big. Wow, I've never seen this in that color. I may have to order some of those big bricks. They got that now in sand green, which is cool. But I tried to order some of those and they were sold out. I was going to get like 50 of them because I want to hoard those up for building houses and buildings and stuff. And yes, I know what that part comes out of. It's out of the green grocer. So I may just get enough to just do it. I don't have quite enough to build a green grocer, but I have a good chunk of them now. But I also want to use the parts for, you know, other things. So yeah, this is a really quick build. Whoops, even for an adult with klutzy hands today. Of course, it's late at night. It's about 11 something. I gotta get this done so I could review it and go to bed. But it's not that bad. Let me zoom this out here for you. It's not bad though. If you're a guy that's scared of these sets, there's nothing scary about them. Come on, I'm putting it together. I know you can do it too. And I'm craving for a grilled burger, like on the barbecue. If it wasn't so late, I'd go down and get me a burger, but I don't want to be up all night. Especially after the popcorn fest that I had, because I was watching ReZero, so I thought, well, and then we watched, what was that one? The Devil is a Part-Timer. If you want to find one to watch, there you go. Yeah, I'm going hardcore into the anime now. I've even got some dark ones set up too. I gotta get my dark fix on. Alright, so you put that right in between the beds. Maybe that's the nightstand. Oh no, it's actually a bed. Is this for the three little pigs? Okay, I got that in there. I kind of figured. So we got a pet bed here. Somebody's going to have to sleep in the dirt. I think that's what it is. Okay, it looks like we're turning our attention to some sub-step here. Yeah, so I'm going to say, yeah, I think for a child, this should be fine. But for an adult, the build is very slow. It's very slow. So if you're looking for something saying, Jay, I want a really fast build experience here. No, this one you won't get it. Ooh, look at that. We get those little flowers. I should call them peg flowers. Well, they're just hair things. But oh, I thought this was going to be a chair. It's just that bottom part. Maybe there's a back piece, because we got this. I think that's what it is. I'm trying my best not to yawn. But I'm relaxed. There we go. Alright. And then we got a candle. You can stick an LED in there and have these glow if you want. Right there. So we got that light by the chair. And we got a box here. I'd say this is more probably just a play set. I don't I mean, will anybody play with this for hours? I don't know. So you got the hairbrush, just set that in there. And then you can't play with fire, but we got a party hat. We'll throw that in there. And it's asking for one color of each. I gotta see how many of these I have before I place an order. They're only a few pennies, but like the blue ones are good for orchids. These are like good for like daisies or something. And yeah, those accessory pieces will come in handy. Okay, so it is a chair for Cinderella, and that's it. But they gave us a bunch of crystals. Oh, you know why? Because I forgot to put the rest of them in the roof. Whoops. So I think with this set here, I think I'm just going to hold it up to the camera and just do a tour on it real quick. Because, you know, after a while I'm getting burned out of doing reviews, and just doing the reviews all the time, it just kind of gets old. Stuff like that. And that right there, folks, is what we have remaining for bag 3. Okay, now we're going to start setting this up. It's not too bad. You know the drill. I'm going to have to move the camera around here. Yeah, so this just snaps on here like that. So I'm going to say, yeah, this is a set that can be built by up to 3 people comfortably. I don't think you're going to get a very large experience out of it, but this is a good set for the kids when they're out of school. Knocking your ears into the table. You can see how dusty everything is now. Well, I can get that loosened up. Why don't you just edit this, Jay? I could, but you know what? Why not? You know, I got to keep these raw here. Save that for the professional YouTubers. This is not my job, so I kind of just leave it, you know, just as a typical person just showing off a set. I don't like. I mean, maybe I'm just not into change, but if I get the shop cleaned out, I can actually do more filming there. It'd be bigger to do it, but you know, I don't think I need to use a turntable for this. And let's see here. I can't show these, but I already have one of these here. Yeah. So here's the parts list. And it didn't come with the brick separator, sadly, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to say build quality on this is average, so I'm going to say I'm going to give this one a 9.5. The colors are fine, so that's good. It was interesting to build for something small. So I'm sure for a 4-year-old, this one's going to be pretty much a piece of cake here. I'm just trying to get this set up here for you. I think this is a good one here for the kids for the summertime. Especially if they get a good grade on their report cards, you can give them that. So what I'm going to do here, the horse with the pony with no name, that right there is Lucifer. I'm going to have to put the box next to it. This one's obviously Bruno. Usually the name Bruno is usually they're big. Bruno, every time I think of the name Bruno, I always think from what's that show, Popeye the Sailor Man? You know? So we got Cinderella here, and we got a cupcake. I think the cupcake, I'm just going to put that on the dining room table. There we go. I mean, it's very basic. It's just a basic set just to kind of tide the kids over. But at least up to 3 people can build this. I think it's pretty cool. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, I got space here. I also got to take in consideration there is closed captionings down here, so I got to try to keep a little buffer for that. So I think that's good. Let me make sure I have the box keyed up here, because we're going to start with animal figures and save Cinderella for last. So let me get all this situated here, and I think we are ready to go. I think that looks good. I think we're ready to knock this baby out, because there's not a whole lot to it. Here we are at Cinderella's Animal Friends Castle, and using the word castle is very not suiting for this one. So we're going to start with Cinderella. She's got nice print work for her torso. She's got a book here. Maybe it's her school books. This really doesn't have anything printed in here. It's just a book that she needs to write her magical spells in. I don't think she does spells. Haven't seen Cinderella in so long. Oh no, is that oh, what was that thing? I can't remember that granted her the wish to go to the ball. The fairy godmother? I don't know, I haven't seen it in so long. And I'm going to cheat and look at the box here. So here we have Bruno. I mean, you got to have our named figures, right? And then we have Gus with a shirt on him. I don't know what creature he is. I mean, yeah. At least we get some animal figures. And here we have Lucifer. Let's say, is that Felix the cat? But no, it's not. Anybody knows who Felix the cat is? And then we have the pony with no name. You've heard the horse with no name, but this is the pony with no name. Didn't have a name on the box for it. Maybe I missed it or something, but it's just some random pony, like My Little Pony, but it's the pony with no name. Okay, now we have, if you want to call it a castle, here you go. So there's a little flag here on the top, some crystals, and the sleeping quarters. We got ourselves a little stall here for the pony with no name. And in the bottom here we got ourselves a first floor with a little fireplace, table, and a small little kitchenette. There's not a whole lot in here. You got a little chair here and some accessories and all sorts of stuff. We got an outdoor garden. I thought this was a way to get out of the house, but no, you got to trample through the gardens. And here's the back, and yeah, that's not too exciting there. So you got to have one side that faces the wall. And that's essentially what this is. Now, there's 3 pieces to this. These can be separate if desired. But we're not going to do that because we want to make sure and see if we can break this here. So there's our little kitchen. Got a fish and a little mixing thing here. We got 2 cupboards. And in the back there, that piece is printed. So you have a fireplace with a clock and all sorts of stuff, a little picture, and here's a little table here. The cupcake, a bowl of cereal, it looks like, or maybe it could be chocolate chip cookie mix, and cheese. I mean, who doesn't like eating cheese by the fire, huh? And then right here we have ourselves a little stable. Got a water tap here with a hose. And yeah, so obviously someone needs to come in and use the pooper scooper. Somebody's been doing a lot of turds out there. And here's the second floor. And so we got a little box with accessories. You get like a hairbrush and some hair ribbons and a party hat. I'm not going to try to dig those out because it'd make a mess. And we have 2 or 3 beds here. So everything's got a bed at least. And of course you got Cinderella that would sleep in there. But these are kind of small beds. I mean, she doesn't even stay on. I mean, I'll show you here. I mean, in case it's for the animal figures, but look at that. But she possibly can sit inside the armchair and tell stories. Okay, so she does sit in there. Not too bad. And everything is fitted with studs so she can just attach anywhere she wants. So I think these here, these critters are supposed to just be in here like that. So I think these are just, she's probably just visiting the castle, so she doesn't have a place to sleep except for the chair. And we'll just put, keep thinking his name is Popcorn, but that's from a different set. That name is Gus. Alright, let's put them there. And yeah, we'll put her down here with her storybook so she can tell us a story by the kitchen. Don't sit, stand. And yeah, and as you can tell though, is that there's plenty of space in there for adult hands. It's not too bad. And it's a very simple build. But did I enjoy putting this one together? Well, here are my thoughts. So, starting the review with build experience, and despite the size of the set, it was a fun one to put together. I wasn't bored of it, and the set does use a lot of bright colors. As far as her building techniques, just standard stuff. It wasn't like we're doing the whole thing snot method or anything like that. So build experience on this, I would say it kept my interest, but there was really no wow factor. It was just your typical Lego Disney set. Nothing too special. I can say the same thing for build quality. It wasn't nothing special. As you could tell, there's a lot of air in here. And things are not finished off. So, you know, I'd say build quality on this is just average. It's like your Lego City, Lego Friends quality. It's just bare bones, the minimum you can possibly get. But there was no stickers to fuss with, which was even better. So the stuff here with the graphics, you don't have to mess with those big giant stickers and praying you don't get air bubbles trapped in the back or anything. So that's a good thing there. Now, obviously, as you can tell, this is open for play. Not finished off in the back. You really won't be able to put this inside of a Lego City. But if you have a theater, I'm sure you could drop this on the, like on a stage and just reenact some of the things. If you want to put it in your theater, this would look even better. But in addition to that, it does come with some decent pieces. You could possibly come up with another build, but just you're forewarned there's no door. So you're going to have a doorless house. So you do have some pieces in here to build some other creations, if desired. It's not too bad there. And finally, for the build experience, the set does use a lot of bright colors, which dragged me into the build. Now, I wasn't bored with this set at all. For a child, this would be a perfect set to build, maybe up to 3 children. But the building guide uses the hand things, and I'll pull one up here and show you. And this method here, you're pretty much putting on 1 to 2 pieces at a time. So you're doing a lot more page flipping than you are actually building. So this set is possibly the right pace for a young builder, but for an adult, you're going to find the build to be very slow. It's not tedious, it's very slow. You're going to progress very slowly because you're doing more page thumbing than anything else. But overall, though, it's a nice little portion of a castle for a play set. But this is all you get here, especially for $29.99. Looking at it now, I mean, yeah, you got a lot of big pieces. You got printed stuff. I'd say this is no more than $20, $25 at the most, but close to $30. That's pretty pricey for this. And yeah, I could see spending money onto something else. At least it's a collaborative build. So if you find this like on sale or something, it would be even better. So I have to give this set a 9.5 out of 10. I know I'm kind of generous on it. Nothing fell apart. It's an interesting build. It's a group build. And overall, it's like an accessory pack. So you can take Cinderella and use her in other themes, or just expand on this if you want. But for me personally, it was just a fun little build, a quick time waster set to put together. But honestly, if you're looking for a very big, lengthy build, this one's not it. It's more just like inspiration, just to get the animal figures and Cinderella. So there's some possibilities with this set, but I want to know what you guys and gals think of this model.